A good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I was just sitting here. I just got up a little bit ago, just got done eating my breakfast, and in a little bit, I'm going to have to get going to work. A job that I dread. I really don't like the job at all. Don't care for the people, don't care for the type of work, but mainly I don't really care for the people. So, I was just sitting here just going through YouTube, just watching other people's content. And I was watching a lot of videos. Excuse me. I was watching a lot of nomadic videos. And I just got done watching this video of this uh, of this man that just turned his SUV into a living quarters, and he lives out of it full time. Now, like I told you guys earlier, when I first created this channel, I have no intentions of living full time in a vehicle of any sort. I do enjoy the luxuries and the security, if you will, of owning sticks and bricks. I mean, like I told you guys, I just purchased my new home not so long ago and moved into it. But anyways, I make this video because, I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, like I told you guys on that video I made the other day, where I told you that I was happy in the community that I lived, but I wasn't 100% sure whether I was gonna stay in Indiana or move down south again. So if you didn't watch that video yet, go check it out. If I can remember it right, I think the video is titled "I'm moved into my new house, but I'm still happy." It's something like that. I can't remember exactly how I titled it, but go check it out. It's on my channel, and the video is only a few days old, so you won't have to scroll through a whole lot of videos to get to it. But anyways, I make this video because, now that I'm moved in and I'm settled into my new home, everything here is nice and clean and pretty much the way I want it. I mean, I'm living out in the country a little bit, which I love living out in the country. I mean, I like the peace, the quiet, the fresh air, the nice big yard. I like all that good stuff. But anyways, one thing which I've noticed about myself is, even though I'm out in the country and everything and all that is real and good, I'm thinking, you know what? Right about now, I should be happy. I should be like on some cloud nine type happiness. You know what I'm saying? I should be like, I don't know, just on some cloud nine stuff. But I'm not. And that's nobody's fault but my own. I mean, I would say for the last couple of months, give or take, I've been thinking very hard of how I can go about making the money that I need to make to pay all my bills and plus continue to fund my retirement and just stay financially responsible, but at the same time make that transition from working the type of work I've been doing, which is mainly manufacturing work, to doing something else. So, I've looked into I've looked into being an Uber driver, which I don't really like the idea of other people being in my car, so I'm probably not going to do the Uber thing. Then I looked into maybe, okay, I might go do DoorDash, which, as the days go by, I'm thinking more and more about being a dasher, as they would call it, or something like DoorDash or Grubhub, to where I can just deliver food and other items to people, and nobody's gonna be in my car. And I looked at a lot of YouTube videos of people who work for DoorDash or they work for Grubhub, and a lot of these individuals discuss how much money that they made in a day or in a week or whatever the case may have been. And I feel for the most part a lot of these people are being honest, but there's a couple of people that I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're a little far-fetched with their figures, just for the sake of gaining more followers on their channel. I never done that kind of work, so I don't know. I'm just speculating. But I thought about quitting my current job and giving that a try and just seeing where it goes. And my attitude is it's going to be a little bit of a pay cut for me because I do make a decent amount of money at my current job. Now, I'm not really trying to discuss in detail how much I make. I don't discuss money to that degree. I mean, I don't discuss my personal finances to that degree. But I feel I make a pretty decent amount of money at my job. I just don't like the people who I got to work with. I mean, like the job I work is very physical, intense. It's very physical. It's, in my opinion, it's fast paced. And I've never been a fast paced worker. I've been more of a steady worker. And a lot of the people who I work with, in my opinion, are just immature. And to me, they're immature. I'll just keep it like that. And when I say they're immature, no, I'm not working among a bunch of high schoolers or even people that are younger adults. A lot of these people I'm talking about are, I mean, they're older than me. I mean, I'm 42. I'm talking about people that are in their 50s, you know, my age and older. I mean, they just act real juvenile, real simple. And I just don't care for that. So, you know, every day it's been okay. I wake up every day. I know I don't want to go into work. But I go into work because I need the money. Now, if I quit the job today, I would have a little bit of money to get me by, but I don't like dipping into my savings. I like to keep I like to leave my savings alone for that rainy day or for something that might need to be done to my house or one of my vehicles, whatever the case, or my health. So I don't really like dipping into my savings. So, and eventually I'll like to venture off and make my own money. And I'm working on getting this channel built up to where I can start getting paid off of this channel as well. But in the meantime, just work an occupation that A, I'll be happier doing, and B, it will allow me more time to work on this channel and to get this channel built up. And also, I had thoughts of creating a second channel, which that second channel, it would be more of a channel to where I talk a little bit about money, but I also mix it in with happiness, of how you can live your happiest life, that kind of stuff. I was going to talk more about that on this channel, but this channel took a life of its own, and it's a channel to where mainly I just drive around the different cities and talk about them. Now, maybe if I make more videos like this and you guys show me, you know, and you guys show me some love, I might have that type of content on this channel, and I won't do a second channel. I don't know, I'm not sure. This video is kind of going to be a trial and error type of deal, and I'm going to see how this video does. Hopefully you guys watch it from the beginning to the end. Hopefully at least some of you can relate to what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure many of you can. I mean, we're in the time of the Great Resignation. You got a lot of people re-evaluating their life. You got a lot of people that are feeling like, you know what, yeah, okay, they try to pay 6 figures, but I don't like the work I do. I don't like the people. So if they can get a job that pays half of that and still be able to take care of business financially and live a happier life, then that's what more people are doing. And there's people out here that when they first started doing what they love, the money may have been lower. Then in some cases, a year or two or a few later, they're making more money doing what they love than the money that they're making working their 9 to 5. Now, I'm not in any way knocking 9 to 5 work. I'm not in any way knocking people that desire 9 to 5 work. I mean, I'm working 9 to 5 right now. My problem is I don't like working 9 to 5. I don't like the job I'm working right now. I'd rather have a job to where I can, I don't know, I just want a different type of job. So I'm contemplating on just switching occupations and just temporarily taking a pay cut and working on my channel, maybe working on a second channel, and also working on a few business endeavors that I have. And then I'm thinking in a year or two, or a few maybe, I'll be making more money doing what I love, and my life will be that much happier than what it is right now. Now, am I unhappy? No, I'm not. I'm not depressed or sad or any of that crap. I mean, I'm very happy about my new house. I'm happy about where I live. I mean, I'm blessed to be in good health and not be taking any medication other than ibuprofen for my ankles because I got arthritis. And I just recently started going back to the gym to work out so I can lose some of this weight and get in shape and be healthier. And I just recently began to kind of watch my diet a little bit. Is my diet perfect? No, and it's going to never be perfect. But I try to decrease the intake of refined sugars and fats and all that type of stuff. I mean, my body right now is super sore because, you know, like last night when I got off of work, I went to the gym for a couple of hours and worked out. But I guess, you know, I mean, basically I'm making this video also because there's a lot of us that think, okay, well, if we have this or we have that, we're going to be happier. And I'm going to be honest. I was thinking, okay, once I buy this house, get it fixed up, get moved in, everything's going to be happy. Well, I'm here to let you guys know everything is not happy in my life. I mean, I'm happy I got the house and everything, but I'm not happy with the kind of work I'm doing currently. And I don't like just quitting a job and not having any clear plan of what I'm going to do next. I like having a clear plan of what I'm going to do next. I don't like my money being interrupted, but I also understand sometimes in life, in order to get to where you want to be in life, sometimes you gotta take what they call calculated risk, and you gotta make what I would call small sacrifices. Like I figured my calculated risk would be I quit my job, I go to DoorDash or Grubhub, and at worst I get out there and I don't make no kind of money. And then of course, if that happens, I'll probably get another job. Not necessarily go back into manufacturing, but I'll just do something else. So to me, that would be the risk. The sacrifice would be potentially I would be taking a pay cut if I go work for DoorDash or Grubhub as opposed to working where I'm currently working. That would be the sacrifice. But when I look at the bigger picture and I look at how I desire to live my life, the more I think about it all, the more I'm thinking that that risk would be worth taking. The sacrifice would be worth it because in the long run I would be happier, and I'm pretty confident in the long run I'm going to even make more money doing what I love than going into a job that I dislike. And I think sometimes in life, when we look at what we want in life, it's important that we look at the bigger picture. Like right now, there's a lot of people out here buying up houses left and right. You got people relocating all over the country for whatever reason. And my thing is, before you move somewhere, before you make that big purchase called a home, it's important that you look at the bigger picture. Like, is buying that home going to make your life happier? Is buying that home going to somehow work in your plans to do whatever it is you want to do? Like, we all need to just take the time and look at the big picture of what we're looking for in our lives before we make such a big purchase, whether it be a house Rather it be a move, rather it be anything that's major, that's expensive. Rather it be going back to school and earning a degree. I mean, it's important that you look at the bigger picture. Like, like if you're gonna buy a house and you're working a 9 to 5 job, now obviously if you like the work you do, then it makes sense to buy a house in the area to where you can continue to do what you like to do. If you don't like what you're doing and you have an idea of what you might want to do, then you might want to pick an area to where you'll be able to do what you want to do and buy a house in that area or move to that area and pay rent, whatever the case might be for you. Or if you're going to school for something, don't just go to school for anything. Just because a degree might pay good money, I mean, make sure you like what you're going to school for before you go to school and run up all that debt. Even if you're paying cash, make sure you go to school for the right reasons before you put out all that money for your degree or certification or whatever. So one thing which I gotta say I've learned through this whole move is, and I've moved plenty of times, I lived in plenty of places, but I guess now that I'm getting a little older, I'm starting to slow my thinking. I'm starting to slow my roll down a little bit. I'm starting to do a little bit more deep thinking than I did when I was younger. And one thing I'm beginning to realize more and more is, you know, like when I think about my happiness, I don't just think about, okay, if I move here or I move there, or if I have this or I have that, I'm gonna be happier. I mean, these days I'm looking at the much larger picture of what would make me happy. I mean, like right now, me buying this house, does it play a part in my bigger picture of what I want to do with my life? Yes, it does. Because when I get out here and I start to travel a lot, I need to be located, my home base needs to be located in a community that's safe and quiet, where people look out after each other, and I'm not going to have to worry so much about someone coming in and breaking in my house when I'm on the road. So, and when I come home from my travels, it's important that I come home to a nice, quiet, peaceful place that I like. So me buying this house does play a role into how I want my life to be down the line. It does play a role into the much bigger picture. The only thing which I need to work on is I need to work on my health. I need to gain more muscle and lose fat, because it makes me feel good when I have more muscle. And secondly, I need to work on my occupation. I need to work on other means of me making my money to where I'm happy doing the work I do. So, that's important. Because to me, to me, your happiness is going to determine how healthy you are overall. Because generally speaking, people who are happy are going to be healthier than people who are unhappy. Generally, people who are happy are going to live longer than people who are unhappy. Because when you're unhappy, when you're always stressed out or depressed or whatever, it does put a toll on your health. It does put a toll on your body. And I'm not gonna lie, when I go to work, there is a little bit of a toll that's put on my body going to work. I mean, because like I just got done saying, I don't like the people who I work with. And I'm not real crazy about the type of work I'm doing. I'm gonna just keep it honest. So I feel between me losing some weight and me getting out of this job and getting something that makes me happier, even though it might mean a temporary pay deduction, that with the combination of my new location, I feel my life would be 100 times better. I would be much happier, I would be healthier, and I think I will naturally lose weight because I'm gonna eat less. Because recently, up until maybe a couple of weeks ago, just to make myself feel better about stuff, I've been eating a lot of candy and cookies and cakes and just a bunch of fatty food. And a couple of weeks ago, I woke up and I was like, you know what? I gotta cut this crap out because I'm 42. I'm not getting no younger. And I'm not trying to have a heart attack or stroke out. I'm not trying to have diabetes and then one day I gotta go on a dialysis machine due to the insulin that I might have to take if I did get diabetes. Now, thank God that I don't have diabetes. Now my cholesterol is higher than what it should be, so I'm working on that too. I mean, like right now, I'm starting to incorporate more of my protein through plants than meat. Now, eventually, you know, I would like to eat a more plant-based diet, but that's something that I'm gonna have to work on because I'm used to eating my poultry products. But eventually I would like to increase my intake of plants for my protein because I think that's gonna help my cholesterol out significantly. Well, people, this video is getting a little long. I can talk and talk and talk about this kind of stuff, and I hope you guys have watched this video from the beginning. But I just wanted to make this video just to give you guys a little bit of insight of some other thoughts of what I've been thinking recently. And just remember, man, before you go out here and you purchase that big ticket item, before you go out here and you purchase that new home, before you plan to move to that new location, before you go to school and spend tons of money on that college degree or whatever, or certificate or whatever, you know, just ask yourself the question: is this big item purchase gonna help my life out? I mean, where does this purchase fall? What place does this purchase fall in the larger picture? You know, like look at the bigger picture. Because there's certain things that we might buy, it might make us happy today, but then we wake up tomorrow and realize, you know what, we have no use for it. So what does it do? It does nothing but sit and collect dust. So before we make that big ticket purchase, you know, just think, you know, where in my life is this purchase gonna enhance my life? How is this purchase gonna make my life better? How am I gonna be happier with this purchase? What benefit is it gonna have? So when you look at your life, you gotta look at the big picture. If you're happy, congratulations. You actually have accomplished way more just being happy than most Americans have accomplished at this point. And I don't care what age you are. If you're less than happy, or you're just downright depressed and frustrated, then you need to find out why you're depressed, why you're frustrated, and deal with that. And ideally, you're going to want to deal with that and then make your big ticket purchase. Because once you deal with that, you may not need to make your purchase. Your purchase may not have no place in your life no longer. Maybe it will. Now me, I'm going to be honest. Did I take that advice? Not quite. I mean, I purchased this house 6 months ago, and I knew I wanted to live out here. I knew I wanted to be in this house. And I also knew that I wanted to make that transition from working 9 to 5 to doing my own thing. And I also knew back then I wanted to ultimately leave manufacturing. So, like right now, am I 100% happy? No. But the good thing is, I know why. And at this point, I'm in the beginning stages at least of working on that. Why? So, I know this video is a little long, but I wanted to make this video just to let you guys know that if you're frustrated, if you're unhappy, if you're less than happy, you're not the only one. However, I do encourage you to sit down and do some hardcore thinking of why you're frustrated, of why you're depressed, of why you're less than happy, of why you're not living your happiest life. And then once you think about those reasons, I want you to take that next step and start doing what's necessary to turn all that around to where you are happy and you're living your best life. So until next time, everybody have a blessed one. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see everybody on the next video.